Guys, you join me at TTB HQ. It's 2026. The floor needed a good clean. We've brought the old Hoover down. I've given it a good old clean, a good old scrub. It is looking a lot fresher here. Now, as the title of this video states, this is going to be the initial phases of planning for the Lego City. Now this is going to be very much, I'll tell you what, I'm going to sit down, talk to you guys. This is going to be very much me telling you about the office, the intended original space and size, and what I plan to change over the next month or two in here to accommodate this office for the Lego City. It's a beautiful space. There is plenty of ample space to start a city, and then if we ever outgrow it, then fantastic. And if we don't, then we don't. So, first and foremost, it's become a dumping ground. Let's be brutally honest about the situation. It has become a dumping ground for all of my boxes. I am a big box keeper kind of guy. So all of my boxes, a lot of them are flat packed, a lot still need flat packing. And then we've got built sets that don't fit on the shelves over there. Just bear me 1 second because Mrs. TTB's ringing me. Okay, Mrs. TTB is driving past in a second, so she just wants to pop and say hello. So yeah, as I was saying, it's become a bit of a dumping ground, but this is space that should be for a city. I have the space. So, speaking of space, that there is the Artemis rocket that is going up soon, taking men and women further past the moon and deeper into space than any human has ever been. Oh, exciting. Hopefully February the 6th. Anyway, I digress. We've got all of this space here, all of this space here, and I know the rest of the office there. So this is the plan. I think we're going to get rid of this unit. Okay, we're going to remove this unit. I know it's part of the display, but we're going to remove this particular unit. And to be fair, once I take all the modulars off of the rest of these shelves, a lot of them sets will fit onto there anyway. I'm going to take one of these units home. I'm going to buy another one and I'm going to have it behind the display, sorry, the desk at home when I'm live streaming at home and stuff like that. This will then open up this space here completely. And I genuinely believe that if I can't build a Lego City in that space, then I don't deserve to build a Lego City, because I've seen people build a Lego City in a space a quarter of the size of that. So we're going to start. That's how it's going to begin. We're going to get rid of all of these boxes. As you can see, we've got the Bricklink Wild West train down in there. The motors for that are on order. They are coming. That is going to be the city train. I know it's a Wild West train, but you know what? I don't care. I love trains and I love that Bricklink set. So that is going to be one of my Lego trains running around the city. We've got a couple of boxes that I'm taking home with me. Mrs. L's seen some nice rebrickables for the downtown. That is a really janky set on its own, so we're going to rebrickable that. We're going to take a couple of these, not the Seaside Medieval Seaside Market, because that's a beautiful set. That's going in the city as is. A few tweaks to the base plates and stuff. We've then got some of Mrs. L's medieval sets. We are going to deconstruct a couple of them and rebrickable them to make them into modulars. And then, as I say, we've got another 8 or 9 modulars at home still yet to build. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 modulars there ready to go, including the downtown diner. My days, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we might have a start. So, I know a lot of you are thinking, right, Mr. L, how are you going to do the tables? A lot of people buy the IKEA tables like that and then put a board on top of them, or some of them just build straight onto that. Whilst I like that idea, I think I'm going to build the table. I think I'm going to go and buy the wood. I'm going to go and buy, I'm just going to use like 18mm OSB board with plenty of support structure underneath it, which will be more than ample. Paint it up, just so it's not that harsh wood colour. I'll paint it up. I'll probably paint it blue or something like that, so that when we get to the edges and the seaside and stuff like that, it just makes it a little bit easier. Or who knows? That is down the line. So yeah, I think that is what we're going to do. I'm kind of excited now. Now that I'm here, I'm kind of excited. What do you guys think? We're going to get rid... So yeah, actually, if I set you guys up here, let me just transpose you from this. 1 second. I'm doing this live and in person because I've actually got my tripod here. So let's just clip you into there a second. Right. Let's just take you guys up a level. Look at this. You don't normally see this on YouTube, do you? We're going live. All right. I'm going to set you guys up there. Oh, don't know what you're looking at. Okay. And then oh, hang on a second. That sounds like Mrs. L's just walked in the door. Mr. TTB will be back in... Actually, do you know what? No, let's do this live. Let's wait for Mrs. L. I can hear her coming up the stairs. And I can hear her coming through the door. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go and give my wife a kiss. Right, should we try that again? My darling wife came. She came. She saw. She's taken boxes home, not as in empty boxes. She's taken boxes of sorted pieces home. Just going to take a seat on this desk for a second. We'll have a little drink. Maybe have a little chat. So, there we go. That's better. And wet the whistle. So yeah, so as you can see behind me, we've got quite a bit of space. Once that unit there, just over there, has gone, take that out, take it home. That is going to open that up so much. We're going to get rid of this desk that I'm sitting on. Well, he says we are. But I'm going to need a building desk. So actually, I think we'll just move Mrs. L's desk up against the wall, move this up, which will open up that bit of space that we need to be able to achieve that. Right, so does that sound like a working plan? We've got all this space opened up. I reckon we should be able to get, whoa, what do we reckon? We should be able to get in there about, it's got to be 150, 200 base plates. Maybe. I mean, I know that's at a severe push, and that is not going to happen overnight. That is a long term goal. But to start with, we can get 30 or 40 base plates in there with some road, a train, some small buildings. Well, I say small buildings, some of the modulars that we've got, because we've currently got Avengers Tower that is on a Mills plate. I think everything apart from Downtown Diner is on a Mills plate. Oh, just sat on my phone. So yeah, we've got Sanctum Sanctorum, we've got Boutique Hotel, we've got Tudor Corner. Home Alone House is not on a Mills plate, but it's on plate, so we can mount that straight to Mills plates. And we will add some nice snow and stuff around that. We've got the Daily Bugle, we've got the Jazz Club, we've got the Parisian Restaurant. We've now got the Parisian Street turned into a Parisian Modular. That's a little bit of a spoiler right there for a video coming very soon, but that is now complete. We've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 modulars to build. 6, 7, because Mrs. L's just taken downtown home. We've also got the Ghostbusters Firehouse that is built. That is to be going into a city that is built onto Mills plates as well. Do you know what, folks? I think we're going to have some boring content coming up because I'm going to have to build some roads. Let me know in the comments, is there any right or wrong way of doing the roads for a city? For any of you guys and gals out there that have built a city or in the process of building a city, my idea is that I want to take a Mills plate and I want to make it into a road and rail setup. Not for all of it, but some of it road and rail, so we can have the railway running along the road. I know it doesn't really fit with the Wild West train and all the rest of it, but you know what, why not? Why can't I have that? It's mine and Mrs. L's city. Why can't us at TTB? It's your city as much as it is mine. Let me know in the comments. Is that the right way to do it? I've got an idea. Whoa, I've just seen a lorry come around the corner and almost kill somebody. That wouldn't have been very nice to have witnessed. Take your bloody time, HGV driver. I've got HGV license, so I'm not slagging off HGV drivers either. But yeah, that was very dangerous. So, yeah, is there any right or wrong way of doing it? I want to do kind of the rail and road together for a fair bit. And then obviously some open countryside rail with maybe 2 stops throughout the city or 3 stops, depending on different locations, depending on how big we can grow it. I also want to do some road and cycle lane with the cycle lane blue colour. I really, really like the aesthetic of that. It's very in. It's a city. You get that whole people on bikes and people in cars. Yeah. A multi-storey car park at some point. I think that's a cool little idea. Oh, Natural History Museum. We've got that. That needs to be put on a Mills plate though, because that was back in the day before we really got into Mills plating anything. That is Mrs. L's job, because that was Mrs. L's first ever big build. And yeah, as you will probably tell, I got caught in a loop then of saying big. I genuinely physically couldn't stop. I wasn't saying it for effect. I thought we were going to keep going and going and going then. Yeah, anyway. Do you know what? Sitting here, it does make me realise, because we have the office away from our home, and I see a lot of people, certainly on here, on YouTube, on TikTok and all the rest of it, that do a lot from their house, and they're always consistently in amongst their Lego and things like that. Whilst I've got a lot of Lego at home, I come here and I see a lot of the bigger buildings and a lot of the bigger builds, and it makes me really, really thankful. It genuinely, really, really thankful for everything that we've got here. And it really, really spurs me on to want to try and put a city together. I am not, well, that's a lie. I am pretty creative. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can do it justice. And especially for you guys as well that have come along for the ride so far. I think we're kind of reaching an exciting part of the channel. And I know we've only been going just under a year. I think end of March, I believe, was the first video we uploaded to YouTube. So we're still under that year point, and I think we are in for a decent next 12 months. Hopefully by this time next year, we've got double the amount of subscribers, we've got a city well underway. It's kind of exciting. But yeah, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget, if you've stumbled across this video and you're watching but you don't subscribe, please think about subscribing. You will see that there is a plethora of videos that have already passed of reviews, haul videos, modular haul videos, talking about sets, all sorts, Bricklink Designer Program, bits and bobs. If you don't understand it, you know, there's all sorts of videos out there. We've built a really, really good community. There is a few different options available to you guys as well. Memberships are now live on the channel, which give you some exclusive little emojis that I've created for you guys to be able to leave on comments, and when we do live streams and things like that. There is the ability, when we start doing more live streams, for you to do super chats and ask them questions and support us. That's myself and my wife in this goal, because ultimately this is kind of going to be led by you guys. Whilst obviously me and Mrs. L have an amazing love for all things Lego and all things brick built, to be fair, Mrs. L is the unofficial lover of all alternative bricks, and my days does she have some amazing sets. Maybe we will do a review on all of her sets at some point in the future. We have got plans to potentially do a alternative city, but we will see how that goes. Because yeah, there's so many other brands out there that are doing it so well. But for me, this office, this is all Lego. I believe there may be a fantasy box on the floor over there. There's no fantasy sets in there. There's actually Lego. Feels a little bit wrong, doesn't it? But there's some deconstructed Lego sets in that over there. Yeah. Right, I think I'm going to stop yabbering on. I know I had no intention genuinely of filming a video here today. I was coming to give it a bit of a clean and have a bit of a plan in my head of what the next couple of months looks like. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Mr. L, get that camera out. Luckily, I brought it. And yeah, kind of tell you guys of what the plans are for the city over the next, I don't know, 3 months, I reckon, before we get fully up and running. It's going to be a while because I'm going to, as I've said, I'm going to make the tables myself. So there'll be some content around me creating the Lego tables, probably going and buying the wood and things like that. I know it is not everyone's cup of tea, but please, 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 if you want to kind of see this journey progress from start to finish, because this is unique. You are going to be able to watch this from complete and utter start to finish. We have never done a city. We haven't even had a city street. We haven't got more than 2 modulars really next to each other. We've never done anything like this. So I want to be led by you guys as well. Anybody in the comments, please let me know any tips and tricks you've learned, any horror stories that you've learned. Have you had tables collapse? Have you, has the weight been too great on the tables? Do I need to make sure that I've got even more supports under the table? Is 18mm OSB board going to be okay for anybody that knows what I'm talking about? If I support it enough, if I give it a good substructure underneath, I'm going to make the table legs 80 centimeters high, so we've got plenty of space to be reaching over and building a city. Then we need to talk about maybe a backdrop and actually doing it properly. I'm not going to be doing it Brixie style. I'm not paying somebody thousands of pounds to come in and paint me a skyline. That board definitely will be coming down, and so will the boards on this wall over here. There's some boards there. We're going to take them down. One thing I am going to do, I am going to put the TV. So we've got a TV on that wall, and I think I'm going to put it over there. For the reason being is that I quite like the idea of having a TV on the wall to be able to talk to you guys and showcase some different bits at some point. But that is all in the future. Right, I've waffled on enough, guys. Thank you genuinely so much for watching this video, for watching every other video that has been on the channel so far. I genuinely am really excited for what the next 12 months holds. Take a shot of this. Just remember this now. This is as we stand now. Just remember this, because I guarantee you in 12 months, this space will not still look like this. That's if we're even still in this space. I mean, it's going to take a while to outgrow it, isn't it? But who knows? Right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.